Yo, Mr. D, signing back in almost a year. Now, before I even get into my video, I sincerely apologize for my lack of uploading. But COVID has definitely took a toll on all of our lives. I'm pretty sure a lot of you could agree with me. But that's not an excuse of why I shouldn't have not been uploading. And I appreciate those that have been supporting me. I've been reading some of you guys' comments. But as of lately, I've just been focusing on me. And I feel kind of that's selfish of me to do that because a lot of you guys do depend on me and you guys help me out more than you think you do. But I just want to tell you guys that I'm safe. Nothing has happened to me, and but a lot of y'all can tell I done grew my hair out and a lot of stuff. I got the little beard action going on, but that's besides the point. All that matters is that I'm back and I'm willing to give you guys content. So for those that are new to my channel, like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. So I want to talk about, December 21st. Now I know I may be a little late about this topic, but hey, it's still relevant considering that December 21st is not here yet. So I want to just give my input on it. Not only my input, but I also want to give you guys biblical facts on what the Bible tells you about the end times and other things. I want to talk about December 21st, the rise of false prophets, food shortages, and other things. Moving on to my first point, I want to talk about December 21st for everyone that's saying that that's going to be the last day of the earth. For everyone that's in the Christian faith, I want to let everyone know that this is just another scare. This is another scare tactic that the elites are doing to put on the mass majority. I want to tell you guys right now that everyone that's telling you that December 21st is the last day, they are a false teacher. And I can prove that biblical facts. Y'all know how I come. Y'all know I'm coming with that pressure. I'm gonna bring you the truth for real. Now, if you got your Bibles, I want you to turn your Bibles over to Matthew chapter 24 and turn your in verse number 36. I'm gonna read from verse 36 to 38. So it tells us, but of the day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angel of heaven, but my Father only. But as the day of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Basically what it's saying, everybody was just doing their own little thing. And as you can see right now, everybody just wanted to do their own thing. Freewheeling, everybody freestyling out here. Everybody want to do what they want to do. Not knowing that this world is coming down. The United States, in my opinion, is Babylon reincarnated. As you can see, I'm going to just put it out there. You see a rise of gay marriages. Let's just keep it real. The rise of gay marriages. They're trying to make this the new norm. They put it in cartoons. Come on now, I'm keeping it a buck. They're keeping it in cartoons. They just shoving it down your throat. You got a lot of people out here just promoting sex. Why is everybody over sexualizing everything? And this is just the beginnings. And so this is basically what they were saying. They were doing these things in the day of Noah. They were just doing what they wanted to do. Whatever they felt like they wanted to do, they just do it. And that's wrong. We shouldn't live our lives like that. And, some people are going to denounce the Bible. And for those that are willing to listen, please listen. Because this is honestly coming from the heart and this is coming from the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Everyone that wants to say that the Bible is not real, everything that the Bible has said is unraveling. It's coming to life. Okay? So listen up. Don't get all butthurt about it. I want you guys to really listen to what I'm saying. Okay? No one knows. It tells us in the first verse 36, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but the Father only. Jesus don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Only the Father knows. And Satan has run out of time. And he knows he's running out of time. So for everyone that's willing to listen to me, please listen. Okay? I'm not going to tell you guys want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. Okay. Now I want you guys to roll over to roll back to verse 11, and this is basically talking about false prophets. Okay, and it reads Matthew 24 verse 11, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. Me speaking truth, I don't expect a lot of people to gravitate towards my channel because I'm speaking truth, to be honest with you. A lot of people that so spiritual, have you noticed they got a lot of following? Just think about that. They shall deceive many. And because, verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Okay? Man, isn't that so relevant? A lot of people don't even care. A lot of people are selfish out here. They don't even care about you. But as a people that's believers of Christ, we have to keep pressing on. We have to live our lives according to the Bible. You know? And that's not just the only example. I want everybody to turn their Bibles over to 2 Peter chapter 1. 2 Peter chapter 2, excuse me. 2 Peter chapter 2 verses 1 through 3. Okay? And I want everybody to read. This is basically saying the Bible is telling us the destruction for false teachers. But there were false prophets among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon them swift destruction. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of the truth shall be speaking of. And through covetousness shall they with foreign words make a merchandise of you, who judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. Okay? And now we see in verse number 1. What does it tell us? Let's go back. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you. So we see it today that we have a lot of false teachers out here, basically telling you guys, denouncing the Bible, telling you that the Bible is just a book. I want everybody to understand that we have to obey the God's law. Okay? It's going to be a lot of people going down the wrong road. And I don't want you guys just to depend on me. I want you guys to do your own research as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm allowing God to utilize me to bring you truth. I want everybody to really read this scripture. And I want you to think about how it's correlating in today's society. How you have a lot of people telling you to be spiritual. And people that's been asking me about the sun gazing video, I got y'all. I promise you I got y'all about the sun gazing. But on with my point. I want y'all to really just pay attention. A lot of these people talking on the internet, they don't even know what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? I have something to back me up. I don't just go off what I believe in, you know, because your heart will deceive you. You know what I'm saying? Your heart will deceive you. Many people will tell you, follow your heart. You can't do that. And whenever I'm going through something really tough in my life, I always talk to the Most High God. I always do. And I want you guys to understand that. But on with my next point, though. I wanted to talk about the food shortages. Now, everybody has been talking about food shortages, and it's true. It's coming. The Bible tells us that. You know, I want to tell you exactly where it's said in the Bible. Going back to Matthew chapter 24. And I want to start at verse 7. And this is basically Jesus is telling his apostles that the end times, the signs of the end times. And this going to correlate with a lot of things that you see today. Now, listen to me very, very carefully. Listen to what I'm finna tell you guys. Starting at verse number 7, Matthew chapter 24. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famine, and pestilence, and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And then shall they deliver you up to the afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets, once again, going back to the scripture again, verse 11, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. So when it says right here, nation shall rise against nation, you see today that they're trying to push the agenda of black versus white. Let's just keep it a buck. Ever since George Floyd died, it's been chaos. The Black Lives Movement, that is a scam. That right there is trying to get us as black African American people and our Caucasian relatives to clash against each other. Not knowing that George Floyd was a Freemason. This stuff was all set up. This stuff was all designed for us to, and you know what they don't want us to do? They don't want us to come together. They don't want that. They want separation. They want confusion. And I'm here to tell you guys, that's not the route to go. That's not the route to go out here and go starting riots and doing all this and this and this and that. But listen here, it's going to happen. There's nothing I can do about it. Only thing I can tell you guys is to prepare for it, okay? Nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Famines. And for people that don't know what famines is, it's basically a food shortage. Around the whole world, it's going to get shorter and shorter on food, and people going to start losing their mind. That animalistic behavior that's deep down inside all of us is going to come out. People gonna be ready to blow somebody's brains out in a minute if they ain't getting their food. Tell me if I'm lying. If somebody right now is dead hungry, starving, they gonna come and run up in your stuff. Real talk. The grocery stores, y'all seen right at the beginning of COVID, people was going buying tissue like crazy. Now just imagine they already predicting the second wave of COVID, and that's what pestilence is. A pestilence is basically a plague, and that correlates with COVID-19. A lot of people died during COVID-19. A lot of people did, and they're already predicting the second wave. And I'm going to just be honest. This is just my opinion. It's going to happen. The second wave is going to happen. And this time, it's going to hit worse because anybody that's into science and stuff, everybody knows that germs, viruses mutate, all right? When they mutate, it's a different beast. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different virus. It gets stronger. And sometimes in the case, if you don't treat it fast enough, you're just going to die. People going to be just dropping. You know what I'm saying? People that saying COVID not real, it's real. It's real. But I don't think it just hit as hard as they wanted to. That's why it's coming out with a second wave, in my opinion. But the Bible has already told us this. And people now talking about earthquakes that's happening. Earthquakes are happening, for sure. A lot of stuff is happening. The West Coast, y'all getting fires, right? The South. I live in the South. We getting, rain. We getting earthquakes. You know what I'm saying? Hurricanes and stuff like that. A lot of stuff. East Coast. We getting it all. And that's not a sign. If you still sleep and all this stuff has happened, I'm going to just pray for you. For real. I don't say this, all this stuff that I'm telling you is coming from the heart. I don't see this, I'm not saying this to scare anybody. I want everybody to have a like mind and be prepared for the future. A famous quote by Malcolm X. The future is for those who prepare for it. And y'all have heard me say this in my past videos. You know? I just want you guys to really just be mindful of the things that's going to happen and prepare your hearts for it. And what I encourage a lot of people to do, first of all, stock up on food. Start now. You watching this video. It's a reason why you watching this video. You're not here for by mistake. Stock up on food, right? You know, dry foods. For example, you can get like macaroni, ramen noodles, canned goods. Stuff like that that's gonna last you. Stuff that can sit for a while. Because it's gonna get dark down here. And if you can, plant your own food. That's where a lot of these sicknesses are coming from. From these GMO foods that they're trying to push on y'all. That's why all of these plants and all these farms and stuff are getting shut down. It's a reason for that. Okay? Then they got this 5G. That radiation on the 5G, oh my goodness. That's not going to make it any better. If anything, it's going to make it worse. Stock up on food. Get you some water. All right? Get you a firearm. And I encourage every single man to at least have something to protect yourself. And if you have a family, best believe you better have something to protect your family. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody going to run off in your crib. You got to be able to protect yourself. I'm not here to promote violence. I'm not here to do that. But you have to protect yourself. And I want everybody to just be prepared for the future. You know, like I said, I apologize for not uploading for so long. It's been a year almost. My last upload was in November. I apologize for that. But on back where I was saying, man, just to do a recap of what I talked about, man, December 21st. For everybody that's saying that is December 21st is going to be the last day, it's a false teacher. And I went into detail about false teachers and what to look for. People that's telling you that. I told you what's going to happen to false teachers. I told you about famines, food shortages, pestilence, plagues. Prepare yourself. I tell a lot of people, if you can, make sure you got you some medicine, first aid kits. It's getting real out here. A lot of people out here still having kids, not knowing that this world is finna take a big shift coming towards 2021. I want everybody to keep your head up and be prepared because it's coming. I don't say that to scare none of y'all. Look at me. I don't say that to scare you. I say that to prepare you and can encourage you to do better. If you know better, do better. But yeah, back to my point, man. I just wanted to let you guys know, man. Hey, I miss you guys. I appreciate the support, man. Hey, and like I said, I'm gonna keep this ball running. I'm gonna keep the ball rolling because a lot of you guys look up to me, and I appreciate that. Y'all help me is more than you think you do. Trust me. I read y'all comments, and y'all busters in the comments. Y'all can come too. I ain't worried about none of them negative comments. But yeah, man, I'm out, man. Y'all take care of yourself. Ms. Good D, signing out.